Welcome to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you elevate your daily decision-making. Today, we're exploring a fascinating concept that affects us all, the paradox of choice, which reveals how having too many options can actually make us less satisfied with our decisions. The paradox of choice, popularized by psychologist Barry Schwartz, suggests that while some choice is good, an abundance of options can lead to anxiety, decision paralysis, and decreased satisfaction. It's like being handed a menu with 500 items. Instead of feeling empowered by the variety, you might feel overwhelmed and spend more time worrying about all the dishes you're not ordering than enjoying the one you choose. A classic historical example of this paradox was demonstrated in a famous jam study conducted by psychologists Sheena Iyengar and Mark Lepper in 1995. They set up a tasting booth at a grocery store that sometimes offered 24 varieties of jam and other times offered only 6. While the larger display attracted more attention, people were actually 10 times more likely to purchase jam when faced with the smaller selection. It's like the difference between trying to drink from a water fountain versus a fire hose. Sometimes less is more. In the modern business world, Trader Joe's provides a fascinating example of successfully embracing the paradox of choice. Unlike traditional supermarkets that stock up to 50,000 items, Trader Joe's typically carries only about 4,000 products. While competitors offer 15 different types of mustard, Trader Joe's might stock just 3. This deliberate limitation of choice has not only increased customer satisfaction, but has helped them achieve the highest sales per square foot in the grocery industry. Their strategic product curation creates a shopping experience that feels more like discovery than decision-making. It's like having a friend who's already filtered out the noise and presented you with just the good stuff. So, how can we apply the paradox of choice in our daily lives? First, try implementing choice reduction strategies in your routine decisions. Instead of keeping a wardrobe full of clothes you rarely wear, maintain a smaller, curated collection of items you love. It's like having a personal capsule wardrobe. Fewer choices, but each one brings satisfaction. Second, establish personal rules or frameworks for common decisions. For example, always book the middle-priced hotel option when traveling, or stick to a rotating menu of 5 breakfast options. This creates what psychologists call decision boundaries, making choice manageable rather than overwhelming. It's like creating a decision-making template that you can rely on. Third, practice satisficing instead of maximizing. Rather than trying to make the absolute best choice, set clear criteria and choose the first option that meets them. For instance, when buying a new laptop, list your must-have features and stop searching once you find a product that matches them. It's like setting a finish line instead of running an endless race. In conclusion, the paradox of choice reminds us that more options don't always lead to better outcomes or greater happiness. By understanding this principle, we can structure our choices more effectively, reduce decision fatigue, and ultimately find more satisfaction in our choices. In a world that constantly bombards us with options, this mental model helps us create islands of simplicity in our decision-making process. Thank you for joining me today on Mental Models Daily. Until next time, may your choices be simplified, your decisions be confident, and your satisfaction be genuine. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by the podcasthost.com and Alitu, the podcast maker. Find your own free podcast music over at thepodcasthost.com/free music.